Hello, my name is Adam. My presentation topic is about the impacts of Olympic professionalism. Firstly, I will give a short introduction about why this topic is important. Because since the distinction between amateur and professional was deleted from the Olympic chapter, many argue that the advent of professionalism has devalued the Olympic spirit envisioned by the modern event organizer Francis Pierre de Coubertin. De Coubertin believed that the modern Olympics should be a pristine, political arena where amateur athletes indulge in pure competition and rejoice in heights of human achievement. However, it has turned out that the modern Olympic Games developing trend is totally against de Coubertin's wish. Olympic professionalism seems to be the right vision where the modern Olympics should develop to. And as a matter of fact, there are three realities conditions are forcing the Olympics to operate more professionally. And in the case, in this presentation, it will give a clear definition about what is amateur and what is a professional sport, and later discuss about which way is more suitable for the modern Olympic Games development. And I will talk about the three reality conditions that are forcing the modern Olympics toward to professionalism, and then I use comparison to explain both negative and positive impacts about the Olympic professionalism. The International Olympic Committee gave a clear definition about what is amateur. It's one who participates and always has participated solely for pleasure and for the physical, mental, or social benefits he deserves therefore, and to whom participation in sport is nothing more than recreation without a material gain of any kind, direct or indirect. However, this idea couldn't be achieved in modern conditions. That's because there are three reality conditions actually influencing the modern Olympics toward to professionalism. The first one is highly organized sport. A small sport seems to lend itself to organization. The first step is usually organization of the team. From the teams, the organizations proceed to leagues, playoffs, international communities, etc. This appears the organization breeds an organization. And there's a natural tendency is to move away from what might be called pure amateurism. And it's also difficult for any organization to be purely amateur because this rather naturally leads to certain reason for playing other than just the game itself. The second reality is underground economy. As a result of the highly organized sport, many people who conduct sport programs constantly find themselves in some sort of green area. Over the years, as the time, effort, and expenses increased and performance levels improved, the Western European and North American amateur sport community developed an underground economy to keep athletes competing, while the rules of the amateurism ostensible were preserved. Performance bonus, special clinics, and personal appearances, double contrasting, double or even triple dipping on expenses, multiple airline tickets, and secret contracts with the sport equipment and shoe companies. Commercial sporting goods firms such as Adidas, Nike, and others engaged athletes as marketing consultants and aided large, under the table bonus and the subsidies. The result was that Olympic competitors remained amateurs on paper, but in practice they were professionals. It was a shame period the amateur situation contribute greatly to corpus of the first professional track association because athletes could make more money as amateurs than as professionals. The third realities that forcing the Olympic toward professionalism should be commercialism. Besides the underground economy and highly organized sport, commercialism is the largest invisible hand. And because in the earlier Olympic Games, like Montreal and Moscow, the both cities were facing a really great financial crisis after they held the Olympics, and in the fact that therefore Olympic Games need top athletes to improve performance and attract public attention, while non-professional is a big stone on the way to change. So by 1981, the LC president Juan Antonio Samaranch complete the shift in emphasis away from defining an amateur by concentrating on defining a professional. In the next, let's talk about the positive and negative impacts from the professionalism. The first one is the most obvious one. It's about the Olympic spirit is devalued. In present day of the Olympic Games, athletes have sponsors, endorsement contracts, expensive equipment, and the luxury of training full time, and the money has changed the look and feel of Olympics. A recent case is from 2008 Beijing Olympics. The argument is that some certain sports athletes were not competing with their skills or capabilities. They are competing with advanced technologies, like the super quick swimming suit. The second one is doping. Doping is another certain issue that might be caused by the professionalism, and it is ruining the reputation of the Olympic Games as well. It is believed that the levels of competitions were significantly increasing since the professional players were allowed to compete in the Olympic Games. Therefore, in order to achieve and maintain a good result in the high-level competitions, by using the substance to improve athletic performance is not new in each time of Olympic Games. The third disadvantage should be the unfair competition for poor countries. Because the poor countries doesn't have the sufficient financial resources to support or to train the potential Olympic athlete. So the athlete might immigrate to the wealthy countries, and it's really not good for the developing Olympic development in those countries. Next one, let's talk about some advantage of the professionalism. The first one is closing gap on professional sports. It is assumed that in some circumstances, and the professionalism could stimulate the development of certain sports events, like after 1992 Olympic Games, the NBA superstar have showed a great talent to the world, and then every countries learning American to create the professional basketball leagues and send theirs to America to learn the advanced technology skills from the American team. The second one is increasing the prestige of the Olympic Games. By overturning the amateur rules in 1986, the IOC responded to the changing world in which sport had become a business. Excluding professional athletes meant excluding many of the best athletes. The inclusion of the professional athletes in Olympics competitions means that Once again, the Olympic motto has substances: faster, higher, and stronger. The last advantage of the professionalism is increasing IOC revenue. Since the top players could compete in Olympic Games, the sponsors of each player or each national team also tried to enter this market as well. In 1985, IOC established the Olympic Partner Program, and this program, corporations pay millions of dollars for exclusive worldwide marketing rights to both the Summer and Winter Games over a 4-year period. According to the recent statistics, between 2001 and 2004, the Olympic Partner Program was sponsored by Coca-Cola, Koda, McDonald's, Samsung, and many famous countries in the world, and the program was 604 million to the IOC. And that's pretty much I want to talk about the impacts to the modern Olympic professionalism.